Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in our cozy forever world. If you're new here, I'd like to give you a very cozy welcome. My name is Egush, and I create videos that help people sleep and study. And Alina's looking at me like, yep, he sure does. So if that's what you're here for, then you're in the right place. We're gonna start by saying hi to our cozy little companions, and Wilbur has just come up to us to say hello. Hello, Wilbur. How are you? You okay? I think he's dobbing in Dreamy there because Wilbur and Dreamy are always together, and Dreamy's looking a little bit guilty at the moment. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Dreamy. What have you done? Have you been nibbling too much grass? Is there still some left for Wilbur? And of course we have Daisy. Dreamy. Excuse me. Of course we have Daisy, and we have Oopsie Junior. Which seems like they're all getting along, which is lovely. Now, in our last episode, we built a very cozy overlook, sunset overlook, just over there. And in fact, we'll probably spend a bit of time there today. So it'll be nice to reflect there later on in the episode. Alina? I think she got a bit upset because I didn't really say hi to her. Hello, Alina. How are you? I'm so sorry, girl. I didn't mean to skip you. I did say hi at the start, but maybe she felt a bit left out. You know what? Why don't you come with me while we commemorate a dreamer? Oh, and kind of perfect timing on the rain here. Now, the rain might be a sign for you to settle in, start getting comfy while I gently speak and lull you to sleep. If you are here to study, we do have a lot of people going through exam season right now. And if you are here to study, then of course I wish you a very productive session. You can leave me on gently in the background and I'll keep you company. I don't think we have too many signs left of different types. And I kind of want to make some oak signs. So how about just before we commemorate a lovely new dreamer, let's make a few oak signs. Maybe even some different types of signs. Alrighty, so we've got spruce. We've got maple, some fir. We'll need some sticks as well, of course. I hope you've had a lovely week, and the rain sounds are getting quite heavy. It's quite nice, actually. I hope you've had a lovely week this week, and I hope that this video brings you a little bit of peace. Can we make jacaranda signs? Oh wow, we can. Okay, we can even make white signs, just for jacaranda. We've made maple. Let's make some spruce signs as well, of course. Making all different types of signs now. I didn't manage to find any oak, did I? Ah, here we go, oak wood. So we've got some normal oak logs here. And of course, it's always nice to have oak. It's kind of like the signature. I feel like it's the signature Minecraft, Minecraft wood. Oak. There we are. And now we have a bunch of different signs that we can play around with. We're going to put all the wood back, do a bit of organizing while we're here. Sort that. Put the signs just over here. There we are. I absolutely adore the sound of rain, especially when you're trying to sleep. We've had a little bit of rain lately here where I live, and it's quite lovely, actually. Cool. Okay, any other wood that we can put back? There we go. So pretty much all of this wood here we want to put back in the wood chest. There we are. And then we've got some dirt, a lot of dirt actually. Some cobblestone, of course. Deep slate, stone, mossy cobble, stuff like that as well. Oh, I've still got some wood in the form of sticks, which I've forgotten. I actually think it'd be a good idea to keep some sticks with us because you never know when you'll need them. Saplings, got some miscellaneous stuff here. Oh, yeah. So twigs. And then of course we've got our dirt. And I think the rest of everything kind of just goes downstairs. Yeah, so we'll head downstairs now. Hello, Alina. I kind of forgot I brought you with me there for a second, I'm sorry. But before we put everything back, of course, let's really take some time to commemorate somebody. And we're going to use an oak sign for this person. And you can see all the lovely colours from the last episode of all the signs. Now this person we're going to put above the pumpkin over here. And this lovely dreamer's name is Quill. And Quill left a very lovely comment that reads, "Hi Egush, I just wanted to tell you that these videos have made my life a lot better recently. I'm a senior in high school and I've really had to get my priorities straight and sleep is a big one. These videos have really helped me ease into a more gentle, healthier way of being. So many Minecraft Let's Plays are really overstimulating and high energy, but this is just my speed. Thanks for all your hard work." Cool, that's such a lovely comment. Thank you so much for sharing. This comment really spoke to me when I read it because throughout high school and even my first few years of uni, my sleeping schedule was absolutely horrible. I was sleeping, 4 a.m., sometimes 7 a.m. in the morning and waking up past the middle of the day. And starting this channel, a big part of that was that I should be able to help people with their sleep and study and stuff like that because I know what it's like to struggle with that. Thank you very much, Quill. I really appreciate your comment. And I hope you enjoy your stay at the lagoon. We need to find you some colour, don't we? I think we left all the dye here as well. I'm gonna make you a nice blue colour. There you go. And of course, until we get the glowing ink sacks, you'll just have to chill like that, Quill. Okay, now we should actually put all of these signs back as well. So let's go and do that. And of course, we've got all of the cobble and stuff like that. I think we have another chest here with some space. There we go. Alina, you're being very rowdy today. Keep bumping into me and bumping into things. I assumed that when I was trying to commemorate Quill, she got a bit jealous and she started bumping into one of the lanterns. That's what that noise was. Got a bunch of seeds and glass, which we can probably put back upstairs, along with all the miscellaneous stuff. Coal. Oops, sorry. Coal goes in there. And of course we have all this miscellaneous loot that we can kind of just put in here for now. Got some carpets. Actually wouldn't mind putting a few carpets down. Something like that. Oh, and I got rid of the corner of the fence there. Isn't that really cool? So we'll put it here instead. But I do want to get more carpets for the garden later on, maybe even to put on top of the grass and stuff like that. I've got to put the granite back downstairs. Okay, we've still got a few saplings and seeds to put back at the garden. And, oh, you know what? Before we do that, we can't forget about our cozy little cats. I'm sure some of you were screaming at me for a second there. Hello. Hello, Zara. Zara was the first to turn. I think Lily's a bit upset at me because I almost forgot about her. Lily? Honey, you okay? I know what'll cheer her up. A nice juicy salmon. Ah, of course, she's turned around straight away. There you go, honey. Yeah, that's for you. And Zara, of course, we're never going to forget about you either. Okay, now we're going to take Alina back to the garden, to the farm, sorry, I should say. And we'll put back some of the seeds and saplings. And I wanted to do a little bit of exploring today. So we're probably going to glass as well. Glass we can keep. I guess we can keep with the saplings over here. Speaking of saplings, I think I accidentally put a few in here. Might be nice to have another tree on the corner here. What do you think? Right there. And I'm just playing around here. So the reason why I want to do a bit of exploring today is because I really want to go and find a few more flowers because we are running out, and I want to make some more dyes. And we had somebody drop a very lovely comment in the last episode, and they actually informed me that you can make, I think it's orange and purple dye by mixing different colors. So we're going to try and do that. Alina, you really got to get out of the water there. I'm trying to help you. There you go. She used her magical teleportation abilities. Come this way. Come here, Alina. Okay, and I'm going to get you to sit there, okay? Probably not next to the fire, though. That would be unsafe. There you go. You can chill right there. Okay, so let's go and look for some flowers today. There are some cool spots that I kind of remember there being a lot of flowers around. I think on this side here there's a few areas. I also would love to do a little bit of exploring in the caves because I still have my fishing rod with Luck of the Sea 3 and I can make that into Luck of the Sea 5. I have a feeling we're going to be able to do that today. But my instincts with this kind of thing, with Minecraft, normally aren't that great, so you have to bear with me. We're going to teleport to the Jacaranda biome, which is going to give Egush a second to adjust back into the teleportation. I can't imagine what it would be like teleporting in real life. You're kind of in one place at one time and then all of a sudden you're in a completely new place. Wouldn't that be weird? So many horses over here in this biome. The rain is so gentle. I absolutely adore it. Okay, so let's look for some flowers. It might be hard to find some because it is very snowy. And of course it's hard for things like flowers to survive in the snow. I've got a few yellow ones over here. Oh, and a beautiful white azure there. Azure? I don't know how to pronounce that. You'll come to realize, if you've been watching me for a while, that I might seem like I have it all together, but I really don't. I'm just like everybody else. I'm a human at the end of the day. And I make mistakes just like anybody else does. And I have a hard time with a few things as well. We've got a lot of animals around us, don't we? Look at this. They're absolutely everywhere. We've got crabs on the right. We've got a bunch of cows here. Some squirrels. No, those aren't squirrels. Raccoons. Sorry. Some pigs. If I ever want to adopt a new friend, I'll know where to go. And I mean, look at this place. Even though it's snowing and rainy, it's still so beautiful. You've got water. You've got some beautiful trees. Everything that animals need to survive and thrive. Whenever I think of animals, I like to think of, in real life, I like to think of some animals that I've had in the past, or kind of had the pleasure of. Look at how beautiful this is. There's so many lavenders. Lavender's actually one of my favorite colors. When I was a young kid, I used to think lavender, that's not a very nice color, but lately it's kind of grown on me. There's something about the shade. We can get so many of these flowers here, lavender flowers. I absolutely love these flowers. There we are. And they've even got tall ones, tall lavenders here as well. That was a bit of a surprise. Almost like that cow just spontaneously appeared inside the lavender to say hello to us. Yeah, my sickness is gone, so I do feel much better now, but the downside of that is for some reason I haven't been sleeping very well lately, so my speech has been a little bit, wobbly. Haven't had the best time talking. When I sit down and have conversations with my friends over the last 2 days, they just look at me and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Why? I'm fine, And they're like, "Well, normally when you speak, you're quite confident and, you get your point across really well, but I feel like you've been struggling in these conversations. I feel like whenever I'm tired, and I think this is something that's universal to all people, when you're tired, it's sometimes you might think you're doing well and speaking normally, but that was kind of a wake-up call for me. That's another indication that sleep is so important. Just as Quill said in his lovely comment in the last episode, sleep is a very big priority. And I hope that this video can bring you a little bit of help in that area of your life. A little bit of comfort. I think we've got more than enough now. It's just endless fields of purple. I absolutely love it. There's something about it when it's raining and you're walking in a field of flowers like this. We've got a little friend over here. Hello? You're very friendly, aren't you? Be careful of the bison. I don't think he's going to hurt us. He's a gentle giant, but you never know. It's always good to be on guard. Hello. So friendly. Very pink udders that the cow has. Udders are those things at the bottom where, that's where people get milk from cows. I don't know much about cows, aside from that. And there's a little pig here as well. It's so nice to see all the animals living in harmony. Hello. What's your name? Oh, you're very quiet. Okay. You don't want to speak. He's weary of strangers. We're going to head to the maple biome. There's absolutely no rush today. Usually we have some project in mind, like building or mining. Today we're just going to have a really gentle, calm episode together. And we're just going to explore and have a nice talk. Oh, hello. Christian. Hello, Christian. I have a few friends called Christian. Some spelt with a K, some spelt with a C and a H. See, there's a scroll bar here, but I can't actually scroll. It's odd. Pathfinder's Quill. Isn't that a coincidence that the same episode we commemorate Quill, we find a Pathfinder's Quill? That's lovely. Red maple leaf pile. Wait, can we? No, we can't. I thought we could maybe pick up the leaves, but we can't. Just waddling around the maple biome at the moment, seeing if we can find anything cool. And there is a cool little well over here. Sometimes the wells have got some cool stuff underneath them. I don't think this one does though. Yeah, so whenever I see a lot of animals in Minecraft or just pets that other people have, they obviously remind me of when I was younger and I had, different animals. And recently on my trip, a few of my friends and we went to a few restaurants and stuff, and we went to this Chinese place, and they were serving like duck, like Peking duck and stuff like that. And I've always kind of told myself that I'm never going to eat a duck because I used to have a pet duck when I was young. It wasn't for very long. It was only for a few years. And we got the duck when it was just a little chick, and my whole family wasn't all so busy back when we first got the chick. So we gave the chick lots of love and affection, of course, and it was always following us around, and Mum would come home from work and it would just waddle around at her feet. And it grew up into this beautiful duck. It was those typical yellow ducks with the orange beak and the dark eyes. So that was my pet duck when I was young. And for some reason, anytime anyone mentions a duck or like eating like Peking duck or anything like that, I just can't help but think of my cute little duck. And so I kind of just can't eat any of those foods. I have tried duck once and it was nice, but of course, recently, over the last few years, I've kind of sworn off of it. I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan or anything like that, but I of course have a lot of respect for people that are. But in my culture and my traditions, and even with my family, it's very hard to swear off of certain foods because we have so many different foods, and sometimes I won't even know if I'm eating duck, if it's in certain foods, until I ask, like, hey, what's in this, So it has happened a few times. Some barley. Can we collect the barley? No, we can't. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to get too into, my own views and stuff because I don't think that would interest you. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating how when you have an emotional connection with an animal, no matter what kind of animal it is, you kind of see things differently, And then my brother's the kind of opposite, where he definitely he spent a lot of time with the duck as well, and he cared for it. But he has no problem. He has no problem with eating duck. Everyone's got their own opinion and their own view of life. It's important to remember that. Okay? That's something that, no matter who you are, what you do, you should always respect other people and their values. Because they have those values for a reason. Maybe they've been through a difficult experience. Maybe they grew up thinking something was a certain way because of their family and their culture. Maybe they just, enjoy doing certain things a certain way. No matter what the story is, it's very important that we respect each other, because that's all we have as humans. Respect, really, at the end of the day. So I hope that you can gain something from me rambling about this. I was definitely brought up in some menacing Call of Duty multiplayer lobbies, so Lily of the Valley. We have a few viewers who have commented saying how much they like these plants, these flowers. Oh, and some orchids. Wow, look at the color of that. That's exactly why I wanted to do some exploring, to find some beautiful flowers like this. And they'll always grow again in the wild. So we can collect as many as we want, really. Yeah, no, I grew up with some typical Call of Duty multiplayer lobbies, a lot of racism, a lot of negative thoughts. I mean, it was all in good humor at the end of the day, and I'm not going to pretend like I didn't take part in it with my friends, But yeah, you get to a point where you're kind of like, no matter what you're saying, even if it seems harmless, it could definitely be harmful to someone. Just keep that in mind. We all have that instinct in ourselves to be protective and to kind of to have that humor with other people. It's just like a social thing where we want to be included. But just maybe take a step back every now and then and just say, what, like, just think to yourself, was that really the right thing to do? You know, I've had a lot of conversations with people where I've said some hurtful things. I really have. I'm not perfect. And upon reflecting upon it, I've kind of been like, you know what? I should really apologize for what I've said. And it's important also to be forgiving. So, of course, people have said things to me that they didn't mean, or maybe that really hurt my feelings in the past. And I am stronger for it, but it did hurt, you know. And they've almost always apologized, and because of that, I felt really comfortable forgiving them because they've kind of admitted that they did something wrong. Anyway, we went a bit deep there. I don't know where that came from. But nevertheless, thank you for being here. The rain got very heavy over here, and you can actually hear it bouncing off my lantern. Isn't that so cool? Oh, we kind of need these vines. Let me grab my shears, because we can use these vines to make mossy cobblestone. There we go. A lot of oak logs around here. We are running out of oak logs, so maybe we'll just grab a couple of these as well. Just while we're here. Oh, wow, that was a big tree. We'll have to replant a few of those saplings. There we are. I think a lot of the saplings and stuff would have landed on the top of some of these other trees. Oh, there's a few in the water still. There's a single little maple leaf. Oh, it just disappeared. I really love those small details. And there are some really cool additions to the game that focus on those small details, and I absolutely love it so much. We're going to place a few of these saplings that we've collected, just because we don't want to... We want to make sure that we're returning to the environment what we've taken, always. There we are. Okay. I think that's plenty now. Wow, there's a lot of trees here still. Maybe we'll grab a few more of these. There we go. Oops. How did I manage to do that? I'm trying to plant a sapling and I placed the wooden block down. Okay. Grab some of the saplings off of that. Grab some off of this one. Some wood, I should say. It's a very big biome, isn't it? There we are. Cool. And unequip our lantern and just enjoy the ambience. It's kind of, like eerie over here. But in a really good way. It's hard to explain. Like walking through the redwoods here, there's something really comforting about it, even though it's a bit eerie and scary. What's that? Something's caught on fire. I was speaking to one of my friends the other day, and we got onto the topic of like life and just kind of how some people have just got everything figured out, you know, or like laid out for them. Like I have two friends, and it's almost like from the day they were born, their families have set this path for them, you know, and unknowingly, as these people have followed this path, they haven't really made their own decisions. Everything has been made for them to live a certain way, to act a certain way. And I have a lot of respect for them because they're disciplined and they follow this vision. But at the same time, I kind of just wonder, and I feel a little bit bad because if they were to make their own choices in life, you know, would they have been somewhere different? Would they have ended up on a different path, you know? And I have absolutely no right to judge any of these people because that was me. I used to have a path laid out to me. My parents wanted me to do very specific things in uni, in high school, get certain grades, this and that, you know. And only over the last, kind of crazy, but only over the last, I'd say 6 to 12 months of my life have I actually started making my own decisions. And I realized that all of the things that I've been forced into have shaped who I am. And not necessarily in a good way. So I had that reflection with my friend and I spoke with him about it, and we were kind of just, I don't know, it's advice in a sense. Is when you speak to somebody about a topic like that, you're kind of sharing advice with each other. And I was kind of just giving him advice, like our other friends are mutuals and they have that experience of, you know, they didn't make their own decisions in their lives. And if I'm being honest, I don't think most people have. Even though I've started making my own decisions and being more independent from my family, I'm still very much tied to them in every way because of the decisions that I've made in the past. The decisions that they've made me make, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's a really good idea to reflect on yourself as a person and just ask yourself, have I made the right choices? Am I in the right place? Or have all of these choices been made for me, you know? It's something to think about, I think. And it's never ever too late to make your own choices. Now we've got, okay, so these weren't actual fire, they weren't catching things on fire, they're actually just made that way. Got a campfire here. I have a sneaky suspicion that there's something underneath this. I could be wrong, however. I'm definitely wrong. It's quite nice though, isn't it? And so that's another thing that kind of leads to in my head is it's okay to not have everything figured out. In fact, you're probably better for it, you know? Like, the freedom of being able to think to yourself because of, not having everything figured out. That's a very important freedom to have. And when you realize that people are making decisions for you instead of you making them for yourself, and that kind of hits you in a sense, you start to see things differently, Anyway, the moral of that story, in a sense, is that it's okay to not have everything figured out. Really, it is. In fact, I wish that throughout my life I had more times when I didn't have everything figured out for me. The tricky thing with words and speaking is that this is a very nice biome. Kind of just became all black and white and grey, didn't it? Even the sky. This is amazing. Pale oak. Wow, I would love to get a few of these trees. And the difficult thing with talking and words, I like to say, is that one thing can be interpreted so many different ways, That's the tricky thing about the internet. And that's why it's really important to trust people when they speak to you in a certain way. And also to make sure that if you hear something from somebody, no matter what it is, it might not be the full story. And I've had that happen quite a few times in my life. In fact, I had it happen recently where my mum told me explained a story from her perspective about a conversation that she had with my nan. And then and I kind of thought about what she said and about how my nan would react to what she said and the conversation. And I thought, that's not really something that I would expect from my grandmother, And then I went and visited my grandmother for a few hours last week and spoke to her about the exact same thing. And she had a very different take on it, a very different perspective. In fact, some of the things that they spoke about, they both actually took them to mean different things, And so that's kind of the importance of understanding. There's kind of an importance there of understanding that no matter what you hear from somebody, or no matter what you say to somebody, it can always be taken and interpreted in different ways. Especially for people who are in different walks of life. Oh, look at this. Oh, I can't even break it. Eye blossom. What is that? That looks lovely. Looks kind of scary, like a Stranger Things flower or something. So if you hear something when you're, 25 years old, it's going to be different to if you hear that same thing when you're 10 years old or 40 years old. There's always going to be a difference in the way you understand what's being said based on, your experiences, where you are in life. Always keep that in mind when you're speaking to people, especially if they say something that upsets you or makes you angry. There's a very good chance that they didn't mean it that way, okay? And if they did, then you probably don't want to be around those people anyway. Got some rose bushes here. There's really no point in being around people that have malicious intent, I just don't have time for it anymore. I just don't think it's worth it. No matter how entertaining it might be, no matter how... Excuse me, had a little bit of a burp there. It's weird because I burp when I've had no food or drink. I haven't had anything to eat or drink in you know, 15 or so hours and I'm still randomly just burping. Kind of forgot what I was saying now. I don't know. That's okay. I do go on a lot of tangents. There's a lot of these like little red markers. Those are normally here things that have been dropped. Ah, okay, so carpets and stuff like that. Right, maybe from all the rain. There's quite a few carpets here. Pale moss carpet, and they look quite lovely too, actually. Is there any more? There does seem to be a bit more over there. So please don't judge me if I have trouble speaking in this episode, okay? I am trying my hardest. But my sleep hasn't been the best lately, so... Wow, they're even hard to break, these blocks. With the, normally with the diamond hoe, they break almost instantly, but they're not that easy to break this time. I really like these blocks, so I'm going to grab a couple of them because they have a really nice colour. And I think they would look really, really good in that, you know that trail that leads up the mountain to our sunset overlook? Try to close your eyes and think about that trail, you know, with the deep slate stairs going upwards and stuff like that. How nice would this colour look over there, these carpets and stuff? It would suit that cliffside environment. Doesn't really break any faster with that anyway. It's really nice when you explore and you find things that you can use, you know, back at home and stuff like that. It's really cool. Got a little bird saying hi. Sounds like a crow. Yeah, this environment gives me Diablo 3 vibes actually. When I first started playing Diablo 3, I can't remember how old I was. I pretty much bought that game on release because my friend told me about it. But I wasn't, you know, I was still pretty young. Maybe in my teens, 15 or something like that when that game came out. And when I first started playing it, I was like, there's a very eerie vibe to this game, but they've nailed it. Like, they've done it really well. And this is kind of reminding me of that. It's cool how a biome in Minecraft can take me back emotionally and mentally to a completely different game. Another wandering trader over there. There was a lot of red... Oh, they've just disappeared. There was a bunch of like red stuff over here. I'm assuming it was just more carpet, so it's not a big deal that we can't find it anymore. Very rainy day today, isn't it? Wow, it has not stopped raining. What's that over there? Is that a new biome? Look at those long trees. Wow, that looks really cool. Let's keep exploring together. A gentle exploration episode together. I absolutely love doing this. Don't get me wrong, I love building. Probably my favorite part of Minecraft is building and letting my imagination just kind of just drift into whatever it wants. Oh, hello. Oh, they've got a little baby. Oh, look at the little pup. Hello there. Oh. We had somebody leave a lovely message that they adopted a senior helper dog and that she's had a bit of a hard time, but that, you know, she's slowly adjusting to things, and I love that so much. Not just the fact that, people adopt those kinds of dogs, but you can tell how much they're going to take care of those animals because even the way that they speak, it's just so comforting and nice. So I'm really proud of you for doing that. You know who you are. It's definitely hard for me to remember everybody's name that's left a comment, so I do apologize, but I do share and carry those comments with me. Definitely. Almost every comment I can remember, especially if I read a little bit of a comment and it reminds me of another one. But there are a lot of comments on these episodes now, and I love it. But it is hard for me sometimes to remember who wrote what comment. But of course, in the moment when I like and reply to comments, I'm reading every single one. And that's kind of your sign. If you want to leave me a message or leave me a lovely comment, yes, I do read them, okay? And in fact, I spend a lot of time reading comments. It's one of my favorite things to do because it kind of motivates me and reminds me of why I started making these episodes, okay? And it's not just because I want to help people sleep and study, and it's also because I want to make some new friends, and I want to be a friend to people when they need it the most. And also because I think that there's a lot of emotion connected to a lot of games that people play, like Minecraft, and I think a lot of people have been talking about Stardew Valley in the comments. That hasn't gone unnoticed, okay? I'm just still bit by the Minecraft bug at the moment, so we're gonna carry on playing this lovely game. But there will definitely be a lot of time in the future where I play different games like Stardew Valley. I'm very excited for that too. Oh, this is a cozy little spot, isn't it? Potted allium. And flower pots. Are they hard to make, those flower pots? Pot. Oh, we just need some bricks. Okay. I'm not sure where we get clay from. Just realized that it actually tells you how much experience you get from smelting stuff. Look at this. Like if I was to write iron, right? Does it tell me how much experience I get from the ingot? No, it doesn't. Cool, it even tells you the drop percentages. That's mad. That's really cool. I was speaking to one of my friend that lives overseas. He lives in Sweden, but he came over here to study a few years ago, and that's when I met him. Then we started playing games together and stuff, and he's actually become a very good friend of mine. His name is, I call him Calm because that's his game name. And it's kind of cool how that sticks with you. Even though I know his real name, but I'm not going to out him, of course. And he was like, I noticed, Egush, when you speak, you say mad a lot. Like, that's mad, or this is mad. He's like, I've never heard that before. Like, what does that mean? And I was just laughing so much. I was like, I don't know. It's kind of just slang. When you say, this is mad, it's like, this is cool, or this is nice. So if you hear me say, that's mad, it's just me saying, like, that's cool. A lot of, there's so much slang going around the world at the moment, and it's actually really, really funny. I really enjoy learning about all the slang. It reminds me of, my friend sent me a meme a few years ago, and they were in university. This person that uploaded the meme was in university, and their professor had made like an Excel spreadsheet. The professor made it an Excel spreadsheet to be familiar with all the slang. So whenever somebody would say something he didn't understand, he would put it into this spreadsheet and he would ask the person, and it would be very literal, Like somebody would say, for example, let me think of something. Somebody would say like in it, like in Britain people say in it. And that kind of just means like, doesn't it, And he would write like in it in one of the cells of the spreadsheet, and in another cell he'd be like, doesn't it? Like that's what it means. And it was just so funny. Some of the slangs that he had in there. Some of the slang words. I go back to that meme, once or twice a month. I love looking at that. trying to think of other ones, but I'm not very good at remembering slang. But I'm sure if you do a Google of that where you write in like professor spreadsheet of slang, it will come up. It's so funny. Oh, we've got a few villages. This is a nice crazy village with a lighthouse. Hello. Hello, Moro. I'm I'm sure you can put the sword away. I'm very friendly. Come on. Yeah, this one's coming to say. Dennis is coming to say hi. Hello, Dennis. There's a waystone here. Oh, cool. Okay. I want to rename this one, so let's grab it. We can put it back, but I just want to rename it. Lighthouse Village. There we go. Oh, they've got a little Zara running around. Hello, you look just like one of my cats back at home. You're so cute. There's a sponge, there's some barrels, smithing templates. Oh, they've got some TNT, that's kind of dangerous. Oh, we've got a lot of bottles here, and a bit of sugar as well. That actually might come in handy. I won't take their food, that's rude. I did take, you know what, even the bottles, like I don't want to take too many of them. Because that's not nice to take too many. They're just pixels at the end of the day, but I can't help but feel connected to the pixels. Sea oats. Wow, this is very cozy, this lighthouse. Isn't it? Wow. Hello, Darius. How are you today? And Chance. Hello, Chance. They're kind of just guarding the village. A couple of them sleeping. This is like Skyrim where you go into like the Fighters Guild. You know, in Skyrim? When you walk into the Fighters Guild at Whiterun, and they've got all these like fighters in there. Some of them are sleeping. Some of them are eating. Makes the game feel very... Wow, very lively. Look at this. Oh, let's sit here for a second and just enjoy this beautiful night together. The villages are a little bit active. Just try to tune it out. Excuse me. No, don't hare me. We're trying to enjoy a beautiful night here. The moon's lovely too, isn't it? This is lovely. This is something that's kind of like a simple everyday thing now, like these nights where we kind of reflect on the sunsets, but they never really get old, do they? It's just so beautiful every single time you see this. It's almost like they're being created by the stars. These beautiful aurora streaks. Okay. I don't want to stay here for too long because they are making a lot of noise. I just realized the rain has finally stopped, hasn't it? Is this the bottom floor? No, not quite. Here we are. Little cat. Hello. Oh, I can't tell you to sit because you don't belong to me. That's fine. Goodbye, everybody. People are trying to sleep, so I'm not going to spend any more time with you. Sorry. And those people are kind of my village. I'm taking care of my village. My community is like my little village. And I'm taking care of all of you in the best way that I can. And I hope that I can get better at taking care of you over the years. Because you're all so lovely, and you're all so special to me. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. You are the reason that I'm here, you know that, right? You're the reason that I'm making these episodes. You're the reason that I want to make these episodes. Every single thing that you say, every comment you make, even just the time that you spend here, it means so much to me. I really hope you know that. It does get me a bit emotional. I can't lie. Knowing what a positive impact we can have on each other, not just on me, but on you as well. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We've got a couple of seals here. Hello. Hello there. Oh, we've got a beautiful, beautiful house. Oh, they've got a zombie spawner in here. Okay, maybe this isn't a beautiful house. It is kind of beautiful though. Maybe some wizard lives here and he's gonna unleash some plan on our cozy world. We'll protect it if that happens. Hello. Oh, you're very cute. Going to say hi? Hi. Oh, you want the flower? Oh, hang on, that's gravel. Come this way. Come. They follow you if you're holding a flower. I didn't realize. There you go. Now he's pollinating the flower. That's so cool. Oh, what a cute little bee. You poor thing, you must have no flowers left because of course it's all snowy. Where's your hive? There it is, there it is. Let's go and put some more flowers down for this gentle little bee. Of course. We've got yellow, yeah. There's a lilac, another poppy, dandelion. Put some lavender down for you. There you go. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Yeah, we're gonna put all this back now. Cool. And, okay, so this is the trees I saw before. Oh wow, there's another tower over there. Should we go and explore it? Very cool. There's a little island over. Oh, is that a temple? I don't think I've ever seen a temple before, eh? Let's go and check the temple out. What is that? Flying fish. Oh no. Can I throw it? No, I don't want to eat it. Oh, they must have got into a bit of trouble, the poor things. Well, it's just the cycle of nature, I guess. What can you do? So I want to go and check out that that temple that I think it's a temple. We're gonna find out. How far away was it? Oh, we're getting close to it now. There's something in the temple as well. We probably should have made a boat. Now that I think of it. Oh, I forgot that I forgot that I'm not Aquaman. I don't have infinite breathing. Sometimes I like to hold my breath in real life when I go underwater in a game and see how realistic it is. Minecraft definitely isn't realistic. I can hold my breath for much longer than my character can, than Egush can. But if I've got that helmet, you know, the respiration helmet, which if you think about it, it's kind of like a snorkel, where you can breathe underwater. We've almost reached the temple now. Some few squids as well, just having the time of their lives. Ah, there's a dolphin. No. Hello there. He's so cute. Oh wow. There's two of them. Oh. I'm proud to say that I was in the dolphin class of my swimming class when I was a kid. I don't know if that was the best one. I don't think it was actually, but you know, I'm proud to be a dolphin. Okay, we're gonna go and see if this is a temple firstly. Okay, this isn't a temple. this is a turtle kingdom. This is so cute. Hello. Can I come say hi to you? No, I can't. They're trying to come say hi to me. Oh, they're so cute. I can't jump over that. Oh, okay, I might have to break a block just to get in there. Oop. Okay, I accidentally broke a few too many. Oh, they've got little eggs. Okay, hang on, let's go down here. I wasn't meant to do that. Oops. Okay, why does it break so fast? Damn. Okay, there we go. Sandstone. Let's cover it back up, shall we? Don't want to ruin their lovely home. Hello. They're so cute. They're just kind of sitting there. Oh wow, they've got a lot of valuables in here. It doesn't belong to me, so I'm not going to take any of it. Maybe just one emerald. They got eggs. I think you can use eggs to make dyes, but I mean, that's kind of... Why would I ever do that? So, what are those? Are those plants? Oh my god, I've discovered so many new things on this trip. Sea beet. Okay. Cool. Can I do it with the... Yeah. Nice, we've got some seeds as well. So you can plant them here? No, we can't. Okay. Wow, look at all the floating islands. And like, they're so rich in resources. I don't know how to get up there without building, and that's kind of just like... Yeah, it doesn't sound right to me, building up to a floating island. But I don't think there's any other way to get to them anyway, so we might have to build up to one in the future. This is a lovely little tree here. Maybe we should give it some friends. Have we got some saplings? Yeah, we do. Let's give this tree some friends. There you go. Alright, let's head back to... Let's make a quick boat, actually. We've got some twigs. So, if I remember correctly... I don't think I remember correctly. How on earth do we make a boat? I'm gonna figure this out. I'm not gonna use this. I think I might have to... No, that's a fence. What if we did two like that? And then planks. Okay. I give up. Oh, okay. That's a lot easier than I thought. And then we want more there. Okay, I mean, you can't blame me for assuming we needed sticks though, because, you know, you need to make the oars. Let's eat some... No, get back in the water. Okay, that's... Now we can see how they die, the poor things. They just jump out of the water. Let's put all this back, except for my fishing rod. And let's drink some beef stew, or eat some beef stew. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. And that makes life a lot easier on the boat. And we're gonna head towards the redwood biome there. And I've got comfort for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I hope you have comfort for 8 hours tonight. We're gonna go all the way to that tower over there. And we've got a beautiful sunset, don't we? Wow. Isn't it funny how sometimes a mistake can become a really meaningful memory? I had that thought the other day where and I kind of just thought about it when I went and tried to swim across. And then I thought, well, that was a mistake because I could have just used a boat. But sometimes you make a mistake in life and it kind of becomes a memory for you. Fletchling table, chest here with a tunic. Doesn't really go much further up, does it? Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, wow. Backstabbing. There's nobody here, so I don't think I have any problems taking these things. There is not a single soul in sight. Oh, this is so beautiful. Let's get to this side where the water is. Mossy cobble, we love mossy cobble. There's a hidden chest over here. Did you see that? Another book and quill. Ah, there we go. No more pesky villages to ruin our beautiful aurora night together. So beautiful. Yeah, sometimes you make a mistake in life. I mean, I say sometimes, but if I'm being honest, I truly believe that life and your experiences in life are just a collection of mistakes. From the day that we're born, the only way we learn is either by making mistakes or by the wisdom of others, the knowledge that other people share with us. That's why it's also really important that you have people around you that can share experiences with you. And I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I think I've probably made more mistakes than the average person. But every mistake that I've made has led me right here. Every mistake that you've made has led you right here. And I'm thankful for that. And every mistake you've made has also taught you something valuable. Sometimes you might have to make the same mistake twice, 3 times, 4 times. I definitely have. That's just a part of life. And I'm really glad that you made those mistakes because without those mistakes, we wouldn't be here together. So, on the bright side of you making mistakes and I making mistakes, we get to share some time together here now. But don't ever forget that making a mistake is not a bad thing, or an error, or, doing something the wrong way. I don't think there's actually a wrong way to do anything, to be honest. I don't think there's a right way to do anything either. I think there's a good way to do something, and perhaps a not so good way, where it might be harmful to something. But there's no right or wrong. every decision we make, there's no right or wrong. At a moral level, there might be, when you make a decision as a person, as a human being, to treat somebody a certain way or treat an animal a certain way. That's a moral right and wrong, absolutely. But a decision that you make and the outcome, I think that there's a fine delineating line between right and wrong. Where, especially when you're making mistakes, there's no right way to make a mistake and there's no wrong way to make a mistake. You just make the mistakes and that's fine. That's part of growth. I'm kind of rambling a bit, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, of course, there is morally and ethically, there is a right way to do something and a wrong way to do something. But when it comes to your own decisions, when they're impacting just you, just yourself, maybe you go and you try to fix your bicycle. It could be anything, right? Those decisions that you make while in the process of doing something like that, those are just for you. Those are self decisions. And there is no right or wrong in that situation. It's just a matter of how you want to approach something and what you get from approaching it that way. And God, have I made a lot of mistakes in my life when I'm doing something myself? I do most things myself nowadays when it revolves me. Of course, if I'm making a decision for somebody else or with somebody else, that's a different story, but it can be something very simple or something very complex. Anyway, I'm just happy to share some quiet moments together here. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love with this. There's actually another big building right there. Look at it. Wow. Okay. I think this is a really good point to take a quick break, have some water together, okay? It's very important that we stay hydrated. I've got my trusty little glass of water with the with the metal straw, which I still haven't replaced with a plastic straw. One of my friends told me that, and they were watching one of my episodes, my last one actually. And I don't tell a lot of people about my channel because I want it to be between you and me, between us. But some people find it and whatever. And one of my friends said he watched and he heard the metal straw, and he actually said it kind of gave him a bit of comfort, the metal straw. I don't know. He's like, I can't explain why, but there's something about that noise that kind of just tingled my head. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Because I thought it might be annoying to some people, and it probably is. But there's kind of a lesson in that, right? You can't keep everyone happy. What my friend might find annoying, you might enjoy. And what he might enjoy, you might find annoying. So there's never really a healthy medium when it comes to making something. Because some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. No matter what, you're going to be judged. Just a part of life, really. And if you spend your whole life trying to make everyone happy, you're going to be unhappy. That's a very important lesson that I had to learn the hard way. Alrighty. What I don't ever have time for, though, is negative comments. Comments that put other people down. Comments that just have no place in a positive place. So I will always make sure that none of that gets through. Some comments about me I don't really mind too much. I don't care, I'll leave them. They really don't faze me. But if they're very negative, of course, I will take them out. Was there another chest up there? Like I missed the chest. I feel like there's a chest hiding somewhere again. See over here, maybe. No. Okay. Maybe at the top of the... Yeah, could be one up here somewhere, eh? No. Looks good. These brick stairs are quite nice, though. Quite cozy. I'm just ruining the tower. It looks a bit more dystopian now, at least. Yeah, no, I used to take everything that was said to me to heart, and over the last few years I've learnt that it doesn't matter what people say. All that matters is what you think about yourself. If you're unhappy with who you are, you can change that. If somebody else is unhappy with who you are, you can't change that. So just be the best version of yourself that you possibly can. I think that's the main thing. Something's making some weird noises in here. I think it's that blue spirit looking thing. It might be underground or something. It's over here somewhere. Oh, it's up there. It's trapped. Okay. Let's see if I can free it. I'm coming. Maybe from here. There you go. Yay! Hello. What are you? I've never seen anything like this before. Oh, I just gave it my bottle of enchanting. I was not meant to do that. Hi. Oh. Off they go into the distance. This is like that moment in Marvel, Doctor Strange. You know where the bold lady, the wizard, whatever her name is, Sorcerer Supreme, I think it is, where she's like sitting on the balcony looking at civilization. That's what that felt like for a second there. I'm going to be making a lot of references throughout these episodes. I hope that you're okay with that. I really like being, like when I see something that reminds me of something else, I like mentioning it. Wow, look at the size of that tree. That is awesome. How cool would it be to build like a big house in the trees far up like that? Because we've got a tree house, but it's only a few blocks tall. Not that tall. That's insane. So, shall we head? Let's check that place out over there. Oh, I was going to check out this building, wasn't I? Yeah, let's go and do that. I think it's probably something to do with the tower, this building. Like it's got some kind of relation to the tower. Maybe like an Illager building or something. Okay, let's go this way. Can't seem to find a way in. Maybe the other side. Oh, there's no way in at all. Okay, maybe we... This side? No. Maybe underneath. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, I don't want to make any noise falling. Hang on a sec. Go this way. I think we're still a bit too tall here. But I think if we go there we are. Maybe from underneath? No. Can we... Here we are. We can break into it. Feel a little bit sneaky doing this. Where does this go? It goes down. Wow, it goes very far down. Oh my goodness. Oh. I think we'll need our lantern. Let's grab our lantern real quick. you see any lanterns here? There they are. There are some bricks here. I feel like they're... Yep. Something like... Definitely... Oh, wow. Look at this place. This is fascinating. Blocks of redstone. This is like the Fighters Guild, but for the evil people. They've got like little living quarters. I'm gonna take these redstone blocks because they're so cool. Yep, see they've got like beds here. This is where all the evil people rest. Seeing as there are no evil people, we can definitely take their paper. There's some coal. And a little bit of mining. That's the thing with coal. You say a little bit of mining and then you end up mining like a stack of coal. Let's go left this time. Cool, look at this. Like a ritual area or something. Polished diorite stairs, some bookshelves. We got a black banner. I'm just gonna leave that here. That has no place in our garden. But that glowstone, that looks really cool. Some more beds here. An empty map. What is that? Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So you can... It kind of shows you your immediate area. That's cool. Nice. We don't want to get lost, but this is really fascinating. I love exploring places like this. There's a potion of strength, a potion of swiftness. Local brewery. A water cauldron with some fire underneath it, cooking something. Presumably. Some storage here. More paper. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've hit the jackpot here. Wow. Am I taking all of that? Oh wow. It's another dead end here. This is so cool. Can't believe it. There's actually a lot of lava just in front of us behind this wall, maybe. Let's just see if it's close or if it's far. I think it's a bit further. I can't hear the lava, so it might be up top. No, I can hear it actually. Yeah, it must be underneath. Oh, I'm a little bit worried. There it is. Wow. Wow. Okay, we're just gonna close that up. Okay, let's keep exploring. Anything in here? No, not really. Okay. Let's head back towards where we started and actually go up the tower this time to the main area and see what's around there. Have I explored down here? Yes, I definitely have. I really struggle to sleep if there's no noise in the background. And I don't even know why that's the cause anymore. I have a feeling I have some kind of undealt with anxiety or something from the past. And now, like, noise when I'm trying to sleep just brings me comfort. But it's also, it's a comforting feeling, you know, when I'm trying to sleep and there's another empty map in there. Did we go this way? I feel like we have. Yep, that's where we got the coal. Okay, well, let's head in the other direction first and then we'll see what happens. This looks a bit scary. I'm a bit worried about going in the water. So what I'm trying to say with that, sorry, by the way, I just kind of stopped talking. For those of you who kind of can't sleep without noise, or, you know, if that's why you're here, then I completely understand how you feel. I really do. And I really hope that I'm able to provide you with the comfort that you're looking for. Truly, I do. Wow, there's a lot of beds here. I do. Oh, a lot of loot from this little area. So cozy. I was actually thinking of doing a separate series, not necessarily with Egush, but with a Egush Plays channel, where I do like an adventure RPG style Minecraft mod pack. And I actually fight mobs and stuff, and I kind of, you know, it's a bit more action based. This is obviously very calm, gentle gameplay. Oh, I'm able to get back up. Can. And you know, it always will be. I absolutely adore playing this way. Oh, that's going to give me a bit of a headache, isn't it, going up these stairs? Just look away if you have to for a second. And looks like we're in the clear now. No, sorry, look away again. And we're in the clear now. Oh my, oh, that goes in the water. Okay. It's a big drop here. We can go further up the tower. Yeah. This looks like their planning room over here. I like all the different coloured carpets they've got though. I'll take all of those. Yellow as well. And it's just started to rain. Perfect timing. Bones and name tags, stuff like that. Quiver, redstone dust. Quivers are cool. How's that? Does it go on your back? Let me have a look. Oh, my stomach's grumbling. I'm getting very hungry. That's in real life, of course. Oh, it says it's on my belt. Oh, cool. It's on my belt. I can't really see it. Hang on a sec. There you go. A little quiver there next to the lantern. Maybe if I put the lantern away. There you go. That's cool, isn't it? I like that. Can I go anywhere else? And it can't go on my back. I find that a bit odd, but that's fine. No problem. Transfer matching to storage. Just put everything back in there. We're running out of space now, aren't we? Even in our backpack, we have so many different things in here. It's kind of lovely. A lot of sorting to do when we get back home. Wow, this is so cozy. Kind of love this. Oh, there's a bit of smoke coming out from there. I wonder what that is. I don't really want to head back out into the rain yet, to be honest. I kind of just want to just relax over here in this cozy little fortress we found. Suppose we can head out now. We're still under the cover of the trees. Oh, there's a big cave over there. Look at that. Now, I didn't promise mining for this episode, but There's no harm in doing some. No, actually, we don't have any room left to do mining. As tempting as it is. How about we go down there and we see if we can find a trader, like a miner trader. And this looks so nice. Wow. Look at all of this. Look at how much stuff there is in the caves in Minecraft. It's unreal. It's mad. So I guess don't really have to do any mining, but you can look for one of those goblin traders, and hopefully they'll have a good trade for us. Oh, this is nice. What's that? Those leaves? Oh no, it's just like, oh, they are leaves. There's a tree down here. What is going on? What? Oh. Hang on, let me get my lantern for a second. There's an actual, like, massive tree biome down here. Spruce leaves. This is fascinating. Keep going down. What else there is? A staircase. What is this? This is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen on Minecraft. And it just goes into the cave. Wow. I know it's not. I know it's like a very simple thing, but this is amazing. The water's kind of a nuisance though. And I think that's not even, the water wouldn't normally be there, that's just my fault, to be honest. I find this really cool. Look at this. Wow. It's like an entire biome. Oh, there's a backpack in here. Oh my god. So now we have a second backpack. How do I open the other backpack? Okay, I can't add this backpack into the other one. But what I probably can do is if I take this one out, put this one there. There we go, so I can right click the copper backpack as well and put stuff in it. Oh, wow, another backpack. Who are you? Where are you? You're hiding from me. Oh my god, that was loud. You're being a bit loud, and I have people that are trying to sleep here. Yeah, you over there. I'm talking to you. Excuse me. No, get out of here. Sorry for that. A bit loud. A bunch of iron over here. And don't forget that we've got a Fortune 4 pickaxe, so we should put that to good use. I haven't really used it properly yet, to be honest. We've probably gone on a mining trip since we had it, but I feel like there's a lot of things I can use it for that I haven't used it for. Look at all this down here. Oh, that was a really interesting, like, area beneath the surface. There's a cockroach there, we're just gonna avoid him. It's down here, nothing really. So we're still looking for one of those. Oh, 6 emeralds, wow. We're still looking for one of those goblin traders, so we can see if we can get luck of the C5. But if I'm being honest, I am getting very, very hungry. There's a diamond here. Oh, cool. 5 diamonds from 1 diamond off. That's shocking. Oh, there's some glowing squids there. We do need some glowing squid sack inks or whatever they're called, squid ink sacks. Because of course, for our signs, iron boots, but they've got curse of binding. Grabbing a bunch of gold and stuff that I see. Now the glowing squids are above me, literally right above me. They're stuck inside this. So I want to figure out if there's a way to get those ink sacs without actually having to kill the squids. If we have to slay them, we will. But I'm gonna whip my phone out real quick and I'm gonna Google it. So give me 1 second. Can I get... Okay, so there's a Reddit post about somebody suggesting it. So it says Minecraft suggestions. Is there a way, or they should make a way, to harvest ink without killing? Unfortunately, the basic search has told me that there's no way of doing it otherwise. And look, it's for a good cause. You know, we're highlighting lovely comments. My brain has a very good way of justifying certain behavior. And I know it's not that serious because it's just a game, but still, I don't want to kill things that I don't need to kill. It's just how... Okay, where are these squids? There they are. They're trying to run away from me. They know what's happening. No. Goblin trader. That could not have been more perfect on the timing. Marlena. Hello, Marlena. I'm sorry about the water. So we can do unbreaking for pickaxe. Did I bring a pickaxe? Actually, we can do that. Unbreaking for... No, come here, Marlena. Stop. Yeah, actually we could do that, you know. Make books and stuff as well. Give me 1 second, if you don't mind, Marlena. Grab that. And then I'll need to grab the diamond pickaxe and unbreaking 3. So we can make unbreaking 4. There we are. Thank you for that, that's lovely. And smelt my iron for me as well. Thank you, Marlena. I really appreciate it. I actually have a bit of gold as well, if you don't mind smelting the gold for me. 2 raw gold for 3 gold ingots. There it is. My favorite trade. Okay, the squids are like right above me here, so let's... see if we can bring them down. Here you are. I'm so sorry, my friend, but I really need your glowing ink. Wait, did I bring my looting sword? How did I forget my looting sword? Seriously? Wow, that's a bit silly by me. What about fortune? I don't think that would work. I think it has to be looting. Oh well, it is what it is. We still got 2 out of that, that's not too bad. Oh, we do need to be careful not to drown. That's the other problem. So they're not going to make it easy for me. That's basically... Oh, one right here. Make a couple holes in the wall. Seems like you have to be closer to them as well when you hit them. The other one's running away pretty far. Marlena's just having a hard time with all the water. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm trying to find another way back into the ceiling here. Okay, we'll need to probably do this. There we are. There we go, we got all of them now. There's a few more on the other side there, but honestly, this is enough to keep us for, 5 or so episodes, because we only need one per sign. And I have no intention of harming anything that I don't need to harm, so keep it like that. Alrighty, I think it's time we head home, because I'm getting very hungry, and I'm also getting a little bit sore. Especially my bum. One of the first things that I want to purchase as soon as I can is a new chair. And of course after that, I want to find ways that I can... things that I can purchase that will make this a better experience for you. So that'll be my next step after buying a chair. We have to somehow head back up to the surface, and I can't remember where we came from. It might be wise for us to just build straight up, or like break blocks straight up to the top, because I don't know how far down we are, but we do have a long way to travel still, so there's actually a bit of dirt here. Does that mean we're close? We're just building kind of just at an angle up towards the surface at the moment. Oh wow, we found even more lapis. That's crazy. There's a few squids and stuff, so I feel like we're at the bottom of a lake or something. Oh, there's a bit of sand now. There we are. Need to break this first, and then go straight up to the top. There we go. That's nice. Oh cool, we're next to the tower that we found. Alrighty, well, we're gonna head back to the lighthouse that we found. So this is here, I think it is. Is it there? I think that's it there. Or maybe there. And from there we can literally just use some magical teleportation skills to get back home. So that's what we'll do. Oh, in fact, my boat is over there. It might be wise to go and get that boat. See that purple icon on the mini-map there on the top right? That purple icon usually means it's something that I've left there. And that's probably my boat. I'm sorry, I just accidentally hit the microphone there. hose almost broken. We should probably fix all of our tools when we get back. Oh, just got a random headache. So we're gonna head back towards the lighthouse. And from there, we're gonna go back home. I hope you've had a lovely time here with me, whether that's to help you sleep or study, or maybe I'm just a companion for you in the background. Thinking about all of those different things makes me really happy. There's a button here, I don't know what that's about. They got a lot of fish. What are they? Cocoa beans. Let's take a couple of those. Gosh, they have so much fish. It's good. At least they're prepared. Mine. Alright, let's go home. Well, we're very far from home. Look, that's how far we are, actually. Wow. Our home is over here. We're all the way over here. That's crazy. 3 kilometers away, actually. Crazy. It's about how much I swim. So if I was to swim from home to here, that's about all I could cover. Or from there to home. Alright. Let's put this back. We do have a lot of things to sort through, but I think I'll probably do that in my own time. Sorry, let's go over here. See if I can merge this with this. 11 levels, and that becomes an unbreaking 4, fortune 4 pickaxe. Kinda crazy. Done deal. We need to repair this diamond hoe. In fact, maybe we should enchant it with unbreaking. And any lapis. There it is. I've got plenty of lapis on me. What am I saying? So we're going to throw that in there. With some lapis. And even just like unbreaking 2 or something for now. Oh, I've only got 16. Okay, that's not good. Wait, if I get all that copper that's been smelting. There we go. That's 17 now. Efficiency 2. Unbreaking 2. There you go. That's enough for now, I'd say. That's still something. And then I just want to repair that real quick. So, all levels. That's fine. There we are. Fully fixed. Oops. I left the diamonds in there. Maybe we can just leave the diamonds in there, honestly. Lovely. We're gonna quickly go downstairs and just dump gravel and all that kind of stuff in here. We kind of just want it so that there's none of that there. We'll do a bit of smelting together before we part ways. Copper, some iron, silver. Not really much actually, I thought there was way more. This chest is completely empty. I feel like I have no problem storing some stuff in there, to be honest. Redstone blocks. Let's grab all the valuables. Diamonds, gold, copper. Oops. Grab all the carpets. We'll need a chest for the carpets. Actually, you know what might be a really good place to put the carpets? Right here. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for the carpets. All the different carpet colors and stuff. We can put them in there. Map. Is that Chuck? It is. Hello, Chuck. This is Chuck the Turtle, everybody. How are you doing? He came to say hi. He wasn't going to let us end the episode without saying hi to us. So cute, little Chuck. Yeah, the rest of this is pretty much flowers and, you know, building stuff, like the bricks and stuff like that. We can leave that all. I'm happy to leave all the bricks in there as well, to be honest. Let's have a look here. We've got some coal to put back. More carpets there. Can you see any more carpets in here? I think we've just about covered all of it. Coal and all that. 25 emeralds today we found. That's a lot, guys. Oh, that's heaps. We have so much coal. We don't need to go coal mining anymore, not for a while. If I'm being honest. And all the wood. Yep. Iron, paper, sugar, feathers, bones. Paper, sugar, feather. Plus we've got the iron. That's all still smelting. Let it smelt. Anything template, book and quill. Anything book related or enchanting related, I'm kind of just putting in here at the moment. We'll need to use the storage in the other places soon, because we are running out of space down there. I'm actually thinking of having a crafting episode soon, where we basically just get all the materials that we've got, like everything, and we'll see what we can craft with it all, you know? Whether it's decorations or whatever it is, I think that'd be really cool. Got some onion crates. Let's put some onion crates down. One there. I'll put one here. I love onions. It's a weird thing to say, but I really do. I'll put one over here somewhere. Oh, okay. Let's put one over there as well. Yeah, I do. I like onions quite a lot. The rest of this we'll sort. I mean, a lot of it's just flowers. We can grab all those flowers. Those lovely lavenders and stuff like that. I guess we're doing some sorting together after all, eh? I can't help myself. I really enjoy it. I love sorting things when I get back home. It's one of my favorite things. Look at how many flowers we've got. Tools and weapons. Yep. I've got armor. The map can go in there. Iron nuggets. Yeah, we can actually no, keep them with us. The glowing ink sacks we'll have to put with all the signs downstairs, I think. Just so we remember. And at the same time, let's make sure that Quill is coloured in. There you go, Quill. That's better. Glowing sacks. And of course, we're going to put the flowers in here for now because, I mean, that's where we're going to be dyeing everything from anyways. We're going to be getting the dye from the flowers, you know what I mean? And then putting it on the signs. We'll need to make this into a double chest. There's not enough space in there. We've got some food here. Oh, there's some beautiful blue flowers that I forgot to put in there as well. And some poppies. So, we won't need that. There we are. We'll turn all that into dye, probably, in the next episode or something. Potions, some food, some sticks. Okay, this is all pretty good. We can sort the rest of it out. Probably, you know, in our own time. Oh, that's not Chuck. Wow, there's 3 of them now. Chuck's brought his friends for a party. They were just waddling around. Book goes in there. Let's just pay a quick visit to our lovely garden, where we can put down some of the other things. We have a bunch of seeds and stuff that we can place. Seeds, and berries, insects. We've got a bit of wood left on us still, and there is a wood crate here somewhere. There it is. All these loose blocks we could probably put in there as well. Oh, the pale moss. Yeah, we're gonna love using that. That looks so cool, the pale moss. We've actually got 2 shears now. That's good. So we've got a bunch of slots here that we kind of food, bread. These slots are non-sortable, so the backpack won't sort them if we get it to sort. More seeds, acorns. Somebody was telling me in the comments that these acorns are actually really bad for humans. I don't think they're toxic specifically. I can't remember exactly what was said, but they actually taste quite bitter in their raw form. So thank you so much if you're still watching, if you're still with us. Thank you so much for doing that, for educating me. I really appreciate it, actually. And then we've just got all this random stuff here, which can go into this chest. Miscellaneous. We do have a chest here. There we go. A few of it went back in there as well. Where did my lantern just go? What? Oh. I didn't know it took the lantern off like that. If there was one that it's sorting it into, that's a bit silly. Snack. Snack. Oh, these eye blossoms, they're so cool. I'm gonna leave it in here for now. But that's gonna... I don't know what the purpose... It might have some cool use, the eye blossoms. A lot of flowers have their own uses, you know. That's loot. That's loot. Actually, that's more of a weapon than anything. Boxing gloves. We've got a bit of redstone. Polished diorite. That goes downstairs. Flower pot. The bowls. And we've got some seeds and carpets still. Carpets. I want to get all the carpets. And the wall and stuff like that. I think everything else goes downstairs. And then we've got the flying fish we put in there. Beautiful. Whoops. This one here. Nuggets. And of course all of our carpets. And the wall. Alrighty, that's everything sorted. Lovely. Oh, the lavenders. Almost forgot about the lavenders. We can put them in here for now. I'd like to give you a very special and warm hug for being here with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We didn't get to go on our sunset overlook today, but that's okay. We'll do it in the next episode, I'm sure. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I was able to help you today. And I'll see you in the next episode. Dream on, my friend.